Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Diablo 3. And on tonight's episode, I am joined by...
Dark Dragon, playing Varala the Witch Doctor.
And it's just going to be the two of us for the next few episodes, guys. Bushido Bull is going to join us on. He got his character up to level 70. How long did that take you guys to do?
About an hour.
So that was not too long. Now I'm going to head over here to the abandoned siege camp. And we're going to make our way through this area to try to find... what were you saying they are? The ruins? The siege ruins?
They're right over on the right. The siege ruins retrieved from the Battlefields of Eternity.
Now, as soon as we push that, is something bad going to happen?
Something bad always happens.
Exactly. That's why I'm thinking, as soon as you find what you're looking for, you need to be prepared for the worst. So we're going to go through this, right?
Yep.
Let's see if it will... Oh, there we go. Okay, so how long did it take you guys to level up to level 70?
About an hour.
And that was doing what? What were you doing on that one? Riffs?
Goofing off, going slow, teaching them how to play, teaching them what the skills are and whatnot. Oh, and secondarily leveling them.
Well, I was going to say, because we did the exact same thing, and it's taken us a lot longer than an hour.
Well, that's because I'm using my Witch Doctor that's been leveling with you. With him, I actually used my level 70 character and just burned him through.
And I notice it's taking us a little bit longer to kill these guys. I like it. I like it that we're not just like wiping the floor with them as easy as we were before. With the combination of 3 or 4 people here, man, it can be pretty severe. Now, did you take anything off your guy? Are you hitting less than you were last time, or pretty much the same?
No, it's just now instead of on Master and all that, we're actually on Torment 6.
Oh, that's right. We did up it. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Did you die?
Yeah. He hit me with this fireball.
Oh, wow. One hit with that ball, and you were dead. Jeez, I had no idea. Wow, this is a completely different game. I would use different spells if I knew this was going to be... Oh, he's going to get me. Dang it. That is hard to jump out of the way.
Yep.
Jeez.
Hey, you wanted more of a challenge, and I told you there's more of a challenge.
I can't revive at my corpse. You're only allowed to do it so many times, or is it because my armor's broken?
5 times in a row.
What do you mean by a row? Before you kill another creature, or what?
No, just if you die 5 times in a row, then and revive yourself while I was reviving you. If you die 5 times in a row and you revive yourself, then that's it. You have to wait for me to revive you.
For how long? Until you go back to town? Until you beat the dungeon, the quest, or?
Until you beat an elite pack.
Okay, and then it resets itself. Wow, I didn't know that. You would think by now, at this stage of the game, I would have known that, but to be honest, guys, I haven't been dying. I think I've died a total of 2 times in the game, and you just saw both of them. That was really the first time.
Oh my god. I think we might want to lower it.
Yeah, with just the 2 of us? I don't know if we can do this. This is rough.
Maybe we'll drop it to Torment 2.
Jeez, I'm dead. I'm dead and I can't... Oh, I can revive back at the corpse. Did we do something special?
I killed one of the elites.
Oh, you did? Okay.
But yeah, you might want to hit escape and drop it down to Torment 2.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's go into options. Where would it be? Now, we had to go all the way out, don't we?
No, you just have to hit escape, and over on the right, it'll say lower difficulty.
Oh, okay, I see where it is. Are you sure you want to lower it down? Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going down a little.
Down to 2.
You want me to go down 2 of it?
All the way down to Torment 2. Oof. We're way out of our league on 6. Way out of our league.
Lower to Torment. There we go. Okay, so we are good to go now. Should I revive back at the checkpoint or in town?
Checkpoint, yeah.
Checkpoint, okay.
That'll give you a second to summon your pets and all that before we run back into the middle of it.
That would have been helpful if I was remembering to actually do that every time I died, but I wasn't. And that's probably why I was dying just as quick and not doing very much damage. Completely forgot about that. Now, the creatures that we killed earlier, are they gone? Or do they stay, or do they respawn?
Oh, they're gone.
Okay, so you can come in here and you can kill things at a higher level, and then when you find it too difficult, just lower it down, but not have to go back in and kill everything all over again.
Yep.
So that's kind of nice. I actually do, you know, sight stuff. Let's go ahead and pick that up. I do like that quite a bit, because other games that make you actually, you know, exit the entire game, lower it down, and then fight it on an easier level, and having to go back and play that entire thing all over again can sometimes be a little tedious in games that are incredibly long. So having that little convenience there may not be a huge deal to a lot of people, but at the same time, I like it. I like that quite a bit. Now, I am dead here, but I'm going to accept your res. Now, I could have used my own, but I'm going to save it just in case, because you just never know. I mean, we could be dying left and right here. I did just die right there, but I'm very careless with how I play this game because I've been very spoiled with the people that I've been playing with. So I haven't quite learned... Yeah, I haven't learned any of the techniques of backing away from a mob when he does something special, because I don't even know what his special move is, because I've really never seen it.
When you want to get out of the way, hit your Spirit Walk, unless you took that out of your build.
I think I might have.
Your Spirit Walk is your oh crap spell.
Right.
Because it removes you from combat.
Which, you know, was never a thing with you guys. Like, I didn't want... Oh, crap. Like, I didn't want to be removed from combat because you guys would just kill everything so quickly. My issue was just keeping up with you guys so I could get experience off of the kills. You know, like, that's the only thing I ever had to worry about.
You don't even have to do that. As long as you're in the same zone, you get the XP.
Oh, wow. Well, if I had known that, I would have just been sitting in a little corner waiting for you guys. Because you just killed so quickly. You guys killed so quickly on that one, and now I'm seeing the difference, which is, you know, why we're kind of harping on the subject, but it is a vastly different game, and that's kind of amazing. Now, I am going through and doing this game on single player with a different class. So if you guys want to see that, that's going to be starting here in a couple of days as well. Although by the time you guys see this episode, that will be have been going on for quite some time. Let me get out of here before I die. Let my pets do their little duty over there. Now, are you finding your pets are dying here? Do you have to keep respawning them or no?
My pets don't die.
Ever?
No.
Wow, I did not know that. Let's see, can we kill these dudes? Yeah, I guess we did.
My pets are too beefcake to die.
But they can, you know, theoretically die if something drastic happens to them.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so he is dead. That guy was not too hard as long as you're being careful. Oh, wow, they zap you around, huh?
Yeah. See that purple circle on the ground?
Yeah.
That's a wormhole. It'll suck you from one to the other and do damage to you.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't aware of the damage, but it definitely was kind of weird to be zapped from one location to the next just right out of the blue. Now, this guy reflects damage, vortex, transporter, and wormhole. So those are his special abilities right there, guys. Now, how much damage does he reflect, and what type of damage is he reflecting? Is it only magic? Is it physical?
The damage that he reflects is actually scaled to what you're doing to him, and whatever level we're on. So, like, if we're on Torment 1, he's only gonna, we'll just say for the sake of numbers, he'll only reflect 10%. But on Torment 5, he'll reflect like 60%.
Right. But you don't know what the percentage is on the normal level?
Unfortunately.
If you had to give it a roundabout number, something that you would just assume from actually fighting the guy, what would it be?
On Torment 2, I would say 25%.
Of the damage you actually dish out is being received back to you. That could be pretty rough.
Yeah.
You need some pretty good... Because he's actually hitting you at the same time, so, you know, you're hitting him, but you're taking, I think, equal, if not more, damage at the same time. And do you find that it becomes, at some point, when you dish out so much damage, like you just can't survive it?
If you have really high attack speed, you're gonna get wrecked unless you have a lot of life on hit.
Right. Can you die from that? Can you die from the damage shield?
Yes.
Jeez.
His reflect damage can easily kill you.
Well, I knew the numbers would be able to easily add up. I just wasn't sure if the game would allow you to die from that. Or if it's one of those ones where you can get all the way down to like 1 point of life or something, but then it stops you from dying.
No, it'll actually kill you.
Oh, wow. These guys can hit from far away. Let's see, what does it say? Ancient Beast? Okay, you don't have anything special. These little guys down here, Fire Change Thunderstorm. That's what was hitting me over and over again, is that Thunderstorm spell.
Yeah.
Now, do you get an
Cool.
achievement?
It looks like a... It looks pretty cool.
Now, do you get an achievement for actually reviving people a number of times? Is that something that people will want to try to get at some point?
Yes, there is actually an achievement for reviving people multiple times. I found the way in.
I'm coming back down. So that's interesting. That would be, you know, so you wouldn't feel so bad when you die on a battlefield. Like games that I've played in the past, like Halo and things, you know, you always feel bad when you die. But on some of the newer ones, like Firefall, I found that they actually award experience and sometimes really good loot to the players that revive other players. You know, and so you have a incentive to go off and do that. And when you die, you may be a really good player. If you can just get one person to run up to you, even if he's a newbie, and to revive you, it can make all the difference in that fight and your experience from that. You know, like you like having, you know, the fight. I'm about to die here. Is actually.
I don't have my revive thing.
Oh crap! I died again. Jeez.
I can't stand up.
You can't stand up at all?
No, I have no revive thing.
Okay, I am back. Let me cast my spells real quick. My pet's out. I have to wait for my little doggies, and then we're gonna go down there and see if I can get you.
If you have Spirit Walk, what you can do is run right up next to my pile of bones, hit Spirit Walk, and click on me really quick. Nothing will be able to interrupt the revive.
Let me see. I'm pretty close to being there. I let my pets do the damage, and I'm gonna run it away. And I have to wait for my other pets. There we go. Now I got all my pets with me. Come on, guys. You can do it. You can do it. Kill them. Kill them. There we go. Holy crap. They are still going at it. These guys have tons of hit points, and I do jack to these guys. Oh man. Yeah, I'm trying to get down there, man. There's too many of them. Give me a second.
I can't do anything. I can't even go to town or anything.
That's weird. You think you're bugged?
Yeah. So I'll just wait for you to slowly beat your way through them.
It's gonna be slow. Unlike you, I don't have any of those advanced points that just do tremendous. Man, look at this. I'm hitting these guys over and over and over again, and I'm barely doing any damage to them whatsoever. This is nuts.
That's why I like Locust Swarm, because it'll spread to everybody and at least do a little bit of damage to all of them all the time.
Well, I mean, I'm doing damage to them, theoretically. It has a number there, but the numbers are so low that it might as well be nothing, you know? Like, there's no damage being done there. Let me back up a little bit. Jeez, guys. This
I'm gonna try leaving the game, and I'll rejoin and teleport right to you in a second.
Well, I might be able to work my way down there, but yeah, you can do that if you want, man.
No, more and more guys are coming on.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then there's no way I'll be able to do this on my own. Within like the next hour. Like I could probably do it, but it would take me forever. Holy crap!
That was weird. The respawn buttons just didn't come up on my screen, so there was nothing I could do.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but you did say that when you first log on to the game, sometimes the server takes a little while to catch up, and you know, dang, there's just too many of these guys following me. But yeah, you said it takes a little time for the game to catch up, and you might run into some issues like this, so definitely something to consider, guys.
Yep. Well, here I am to save the day.
Do your pets actually do any damage in there? Because I have mine respawning and spawning and spawning, but they don't quite ever really kill anything. You know, they do really very, very well about distracting them, but not really killing them.
Your dog's direct hit. I have a black map, so I don't know the way back to where.
It's back this way.
Okay. They do 30% per hit of what your DPS is, and then if you're doing the poison dogs like I do, they also dot for 30%.
Okay, so just a little bit you know, a tweak here and there, and you could have a vastly different character from the one that you're using right now. And at some point, I'm probably going to have to sit there and figure that out, because the setup I have right now, it is maximized, for me anyways, to hit as many creatures as possible, just so that I could feel I was actually doing something with the characters we were going with. But now I actually need to do more damage and maybe hit a few less people, or the combination of the two. If I can actually swing it and hit you know, multiple guys, like he's using, or Dark Dragon's using with his Acid Rain. So that
that's Rain of Toads.
Oh, that's Rain of Toads.
Yep. It hits a small amount, but it's actually an area effect, so I can hit that whole area of creatures that are all together. Like these two guys right there, hit them both at once.
Oh, and it hits a small amount? Because that small amount just wipes the floor. I bet it's just those extra points you have in your character.
Well, it ticks off really fast, too.
Yeah, but I mean, you cast that in a matter of like just a second, those creatures are dead, so...
Well, I'm at over 200,000 sheet damage, so...
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I can't wait till I get to that point. Although I'm just enjoying really getting through the game the way we've been doing it so far, guys. This is kind of a cool, you know, multifaceted little game that you can play, because you do have the campaign, but you know, you play that once, maybe twice, and then from then on, it's going to be like rifts and going to these instances where you get a lot of coins and a lot of loot, you know, things of that sort. Not really the campaign anymore. I mean, when's the last time you went back and played the campaign before this? Probably months, right? Or
about a year ago.
Yeah, see, so you're going to have that first experience, and then probably not again. There we go. We got 4 million experience points? Holy crap. Jeez, that sounds like a lot to me. Maybe it's not.
Well, I need 39,100,000 to get a level, so...
Yeah,
4 million, it's a good chunk, but...
That's a little... I hadn't been paying attention to that. I wasn't actually looking to see how much experience we had been getting in the past, because we were just, like I said, leveling so quickly and going through the dungeons, and it was just a nice, easy ride. That shows you that you can have, you know, if you're not very good at this game, or you've never played a game like it before, but you want to hang out with your friends, and they've kind of been saying, hey, come out there and play with us. If they're there with you, it can make all the difference in your play style. And so you, being a just average player, or maybe, you know, below average player in this type of game, can still come over here and feel very feel very, you know, confident in your moves, because they're there with you. So I would say come over here and give it a try, guys. Just, you know, as long as you got friends with you, it's always worth it. You know, it's always worth hanging out.
They can also send me a message. I'm DRKDRAGN pound 1178.
Let's see, did I go? Oh yeah, I did. I went to the realm of banished. Should we be in here?
Sure, we can do this real quick.
I'm gonna put down my gargoyles as well, because it does look like they got just destroyed in that last fight, and they didn't respawn. So. Oh, that's right, because I died. What am I thinking, guys? I always forget to do that. Every time I die, I gotta recast my pets. I'll learn, guys. This is gonna take me a little while, because I've never had to do it in this game so far. Oh, these guys are easy, man. These guys aren't even close to being as hard as those guys we were fighting a minute ago.
Wait till we find the elites.
Well, yeah, but those guys are always going to be tough. That's what they're made for. So what's in here other than the elites? Just loot?
Yeah.
There's no little stories to go along with it? Because what I've noticed is, if you actually listen to what those journals and things say, they're telling you like a side story, or sometimes the details that happened in the past that they haven't quite figured a way to integrate into the story just yet by any other means than like narration.
There's a lot of sub-story in here as well. That's what I love about it, is it's not just the main story. It's, oh, well, this happened while in between the main story of you doing this and that, this also happened.
Right.
So and it's pretty cool.
That's why I love games like this, because they go in a different direction than most books are able to do. You know, like you said, you'll have the main story, but then you'll come across like a lady living in a hut that had some mystery, some disastrous thing happen to her and her husband, and you got to go off and solve it. And then like a ghost will spawn. You got to like actually appease the ghost and things of that sort when you play RPGs. And it really gives you, a broader picture of what's going on. It's not just the big pawns, the big guys at the top doing what they're doing. It's also the small guys just trying to eke a living, in the lands that are, turning to just these horrible, horrible conditions. And it's kind of easy to forget them in the video games when you're doing these games, or when you're doing these playthroughs, or just, enjoying the game for what it is. Because they're not real characters, they're not real people, right? So when they say, the whole country was annihilated by an earthquake, you get this massive, broad-reaching story, but at the same time, you don't really feel that bad because, they're just created characters, none of them are real. But when you actually get to walk around and solve, and help them out in their daily lives, and learn a little bit about them, then later on when you hear like that town was destroyed, you're like, oh crap, like you got that blacksmith up to level 9, he was giving you like really good armor, and then all that's gone, like it gives you a little bit more invested into the game and the storyline to which you're a part of now, instead of just kind of going by and watching it happen. So I like that quite a bit.
Like in Final Fantasy VII, I can't remember her name, Aria or Ariel or whatever. The super duper healer chick, that when she died, like everybody that played the game cried because she was just so awesome and such a lovable character, and then she's dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is great storytelling. When you can make people feel for the characters, and then when they're gone, you actually want them back. I've played other games before where they don't do a very good job at that, and they'll kill off, a main character, and people will be like, okay, where's the next one? You gave me that guy like 3 minutes ago. I didn't know anything about him. He wasn't a very good character. His class was kind of sucky. I had already gotten used to the guys I had, and I used him once just to see if I liked him, and I didn't. So now he's gone. Not a big deal. Like, I'm not gonna miss that.
Yeah. You didn't get enough time to bond with the character.
And you didn't have a reason to. Like, that's another thing. They give you characters in other video games. They're like, use them, don't use them. It doesn't really bother us one way or the other. We're giving you choices, and you have to choose who you want on your team. I get that, and I love it when they do that, but at the same time, if I'm not forced to use that character, he may not be my top 3 pick. And a lot of the time, you can only have certain people or a certain number of people in your main group. So he's not on your top 3 pick, you're just not going to use him.
I think in games like that, when they say, choose whoever you want, one of them should be a mandatory. That way you can, get the game makers so they can cycle through and get everybody to use each of the different characters so they can learn them, get a bond with them, and whatnot.
Well, the ones I like are the ones where it's completely and totally up to you for about 80% of the game. The other 20%, if you want to go down those side quests, you'll do stories or quests for that, that guy or that woman that's in your party. And so you'll have to put that person in your party to do those quests. And so not only are you grouping with that person, but you're also learning something about them because you're going through the levels or their history or some tragic thing that happened to them or is happening to them, and you're solving that, and you're actually learning a bit of story at the same time that you're able to explore whether that character is any good or not, in a way where it may actually show it off even better because they know you're going to have that character. So they give you like the greatest instances where this character shines, which you may not find in the normal game, but now at least you know what that character can really do. And if you find a main bad guy later on in the game that is very resistant to fire, and this guy, oh well, he's really good with ice, so I'll use that because that's gonna just wreck this guy. You're at least familiar enough with him to toss him on and be like, oh, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So I like that. I also like games where no matter who you're using, they all get experience. And
yeah, I kind of like those too.
Because that makes it a little bit easier for you to use those characters you never otherwise would use. Because if you have to level them up as well and you don't even like the guy, then that's going to be pretty rough. So I don't know. We're talking about other RPGs because this one incorporates so many aspects to the RPG genre, and they do it so well. You know, they really just got everything done the way it needed to be done. Now, they have made changes over the years with this game, and from what you were telling me, quite a few big ones.
Oh yeah, like they started out with an auction house because they wanted to test it to see how it went, and they saw that people just exploited the auction house. They would have people buy the game, and within the first day they already have max level with the best gear, and they're like, no, Diablo isn't about that. Diablo is actually about doing the grind, killing the creatures, getting the drops. That's the main thing of Diablo, is the grind. And when people could just bypass it like that, they were like, no, we don't like it. So they got rid of the auction house, which I'm glad of. But I made quite a few billion gold from it. But I'm glad it's gone.
Yeah, it's one of those subjects that not a lot of people will agree on. I mean, there's people on both sides of the argument, is what I'm saying on that one, guys. But at the same time, there's been a lot of other changes that they made to the game, as far as the way the game mechanics work and the leveling system. And I think they've even changed some of the abilities over time, right?
Yeah, they've tweaked things, balanced out characters, balanced out sets. Because, like, right now, the top two classes are Barbarian, because you can do a whirlwind build and basically just never die, because you do so much life on hit and everything that the more creatures you pull, the literal easier it is to live. So you just keep pulling more and more and more, and you never die.
Right.
But then there's also the monk build, where it's just, you do exploding palm and it does like 10,000% damage, and you just blow everything up all at once. So you kill things so quickly. There's also a witch doctor build where it sucks in it, but for soloing you can just pull the entire zone at once and kill them all together.
You know, for that barbarian build that you were talking about, where the more unit or more people you have, the more life you get from them, because you're just hitting them over and over again. I guess your build on that one would be very, very weak to enemies, where you're just fighting them solo. You know, just one guy at one time. I can't really think of anyone like that, but I bet you more than anything there's somebody out there that you have in mind, right?
No, you pull more and more mobs.
No,
the more mobs you pull, the better.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, your Achilles heel would be the mob that doesn't have very many people with them.
Oh, you're talking when you're fighting one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually slower that way, but the actual Achilles heel of that build is that if you play on too low of a level, the creatures die so fast, you can't build any fury. So you can't do the actual whirlwinding. So it's just like, I'm screwed, I can't do anything.
Yeah, so either too easy or too hard.
Yeah. But they're trying to balance that out, and there's a Demon Hunter build where you just you spin while you're moving, and you're just dropping arrows everywhere constantly, and you just go through everything in one shot at all. The weakness of that build is, if anything hits you, you're dead.
So what are we on the last level, the last little part of this quest, or what? Holy crap.
We're actually trying to break through the wall. Or break through the door. We're on the battering ram. And
once we break through the door, are we going to be fighting like a named creature on the other side, or what?
I think there might be one or two back there.
And I am out of revives for some reason, so I guess I used one too many there. Watch your life, you're about to die. Let me go ahead and cast my pets real quick, guys. Oh, and I died again, jeez.
Alright, we have to revive back here and start over.
Okay. And I think this is a good spot to go ahead and end the episode, guys. We'll run back to town, sell our stuff, and then run back there. Again, we want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below because I really do want to hear back from you guys. And until next time,